Hey there, everybody, it's the holiday season, and you all know what that means. Yeah, I know that Christmas is over, but that doesn't mean that it isn't the holiday season. There's plenty of winter holidays like Christmas. Like, I don't know, Hanukkah? Oh. Well, there's Saturnalia? Winter solstice? Decemberween? Kwanzaa? Is Kwanzaa over yet, Cindy? Come on, speak up a little bit. Yeah! Booyah! Kwanzaa's not over yet. Holiday season. So, it's the holiday season, and a lot of people are focusing on consumerism and buying things and spending quality time with their family and loved ones, but that's not the real reason for the season. You know what the real reason for the season is, Cindy? Yeah, but not just any Jesus. Lion Jesus. That's right. We're taking a trip to Narnia.
The Chronicles of Narnia is a series of 7 children's fantasy adventure books written by author and theologian C.S. Lewis. It's a series that a lot of people claim to really love, even though they've probably only read like 2 or 3 of them, because there are some really bad ones in there. Have you ever read The Last Battle? It's messed up, alright? It's messed up. But one of the good ones is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the first of the novels to be published and probably the best known and best loved of them all. It tells the story of 4 ordinary English children who go through a magical wardrobe to the land of Narnia. Once they're there, they're engaged in a battle between the forces of good, led by a lion named Aslan, and the forces of evil, who are led by, I don't know, some kind of bird. It gets a little preachy at times. Aslan is a pretty obvious stand-in for Jesus, but it's still a nice, well-written story, and I appreciated it a lot when I was a kid. Like any piece of classical children's literature, it got turned into a big-budget, special-effecty movie in 2005. Wasn't that good. It was really kind of mediocre. Led to Lazy Sunday, though, so thanks. And like any big-budget children's movie in the mid-2000s, boom! Video game. We're gonna talk about that one. Chronicles of Narnia. So the game starts on this menu. It's a pretty decent menu. I don't have any problems with it, and then, oh, Jesus! Everybody run! Run for the shelters! Amazing Grace! Women and children first! Women and children first! Oh, the humanity. Oh, God, why the humanity? If we don't make it out of here alive, I loved every one of you. The fact that the first level is a Nazi bombing is like one of the most baffling decisions I've ever seen a video game make. Like, how are you gonna do anything after that? How are we gonna have, like, a fantasy adventure when I know that this is happening? I mean, it's really something bad when your first level is more real than your final boss is ever gonna be. Because, I mean, like, it's Nazis. First level is Nazis. And then the second level comes and you're supposed to be playing this game of hide and seek, and it's like, our house was just bombed by Nazis. Now is not the time for hide and seek, children. Now is the time to be sad. One thing worth noting about this game is the cutscenes. Now, it was really common in movie games around this time to actually have scenes from the movie as cutscenes, partly so that you can actually see the movie, and then partly because the people who made the game didn't want to do cutscenes. But this game takes that way too far. Like, I swear damn near the entire movie is in here in some way or another in cutscene form. Every level just starts and ends with minutes and minutes of the Chronicles of Narnia footage, and it really serves to bog the whole game down if you want to watch the whole of it, because you're just sitting here watching a movie. Not even like a very good movie. At least you get the added comedy of every character morphing from their real-life film counterpart to the potato-headed graphics that the game has. Not that the graphics are bad, because they're not. It's really aesthetically pleasing. A lot of the environments, while they get kinda samey, look really nice. It's just, you know, maybe not from that angle. So in the storyline, Lucy and Edmund, who shouldn't be here, discover the magical land of Narnia, and here you're introduced to the main gameplay mechanic of the rest of the game. Beating up wolves. Wake up, beat up some wolves, go to bed, beat up some wolves, beat up wolves, beat up wolves, solve a tiny puzzle, beat up more wolves. It's pretty much all wolf murder at this point. Seriously, 2 of the characters in the game get fighting upgrades that only apply to wolves, and they're both overpowered. This game has so many wolves in it that if it was Smash Brothers, maybe a Star Fox fan might be happy for once. And while we're there, we gotta talk about the combat. It's not good. It's not fun. It's really monotonous and boring. I don't know how to describe this game other than to say that, like a lot of other movie games in the PS2 era, it's one of those games. You got multiple characters you can choose from, you have barely destructible environments, there's puzzles which basically turn into one of the characters can climb up a thing and you need to climb up a thing, so you change to the character that can climb up a thing. And there's multiplayer, and there's like 1 billion collectibles that you gotta get, and there's a bunch of missions that go through the plot of whatever the movie is. The LEGO games are probably the best example of this. I like those games, they get by with their charm a lot, but a lot of the time it's bland puzzles and then bland combat and then more bland puzzles. And when you do that in a charmless game where every level looks the same, it gets pretty stale pretty quickly. There are some fun levels. There's some levels inside the house that the main characters are staying in where you have to be really quiet in order to avoid this lady from saying,
"You children are one shenanigan shy of sleeping in the stable."
And I mean, that's kind of funny, right? But mostly it's just combat and punching wolves and then fighting some orcs or whatever and then going through a puzzle that is really simple but takes forever and... This game is so bland. It's so boring. I want to fall asleep.
This game is so boring. You know, maybe I'm not cut out to talk about video games on the internet. Maybe I should be doing something else with my life.
Connor, don't give up hope.
Who's there?
It's me. Aslan. The lion.
Aslan!
I'm here to tell you to not give up on reviewing games. The world needs someone like you doing what you're doing.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently the one thing the world needs is more dudes talking about video games. I couldn't believe it myself. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Hey, Aslan! While you're here, you wanna hang out later? You know, maybe get some tacos?
I can't. I've got a thing. But happy holiday season, and may Lion Christ be with you.
Thanks, Aslan. Look at him go. Still going. Wow. I just had Lion Jesus come from the sky to tell me to keep making videos. Guess that means I better get off my Aslan.